Hey everyone, welcome back to GL Spinners. Today I've got another new Spinner Day video for you. We are taking a look at the Boomerang Mini Pro from 2R Designs. So as always, I like to show you what these guys come in. 2R ships this one in a nice branded tin. It's got their logo and their website on it. And it's got nice foam inside to keep everything safe during shipping. I always appreciate a good tin, and this one's no different. Another item they actually include in the tin, 2R sends a certificate of authenticity. This has all the spinner info on it. They actually serialize this spinner, which I'm a fan of, but it also lists the model, the metal, and then the finish, and then also the spinner bearing info. You can actually get this one with their standard hybrid ceramic or a one-drop 10-ball bearing, which is what I did. If you haven't tried a one-drop, definitely do. It's awesome. So again, this is just a nice little extra that they include with it. A nice touch. I appreciate it. It's always cool to get something extra with a spinner. So moving on to the spinner itself, this is definitely a different design. It falls into that other tri-arm category. It's very well balanced, but as you can see, it's asymmetrical. And what I mean by that is if you draw a line down the center, you're not going to get a mirror image on each side. Most spinners follow that rule as it's easier to balance the weight. So this one is the stainless steel version. It weighs in at 66 grams, which converts to about 2.3 ounces. The outside diameter, it's hard to go end to end on this one, but overall it's about 1.8 inches or 46 millimeters. So looking at this spinner itself, the machining and the quality on this thing is top notch. There are no blemishes on it anywhere, and you can just tell it's high quality. Every edge on this has an amazing chamfer on it. It runs the entire outside on both sides of the spinner, and it makes it to where when you're handling it, all the edges are smooth. There are no hot spots or rough areas to be found, and that makes for a really great feel in hand. Even with this different design, you still have a really nice finger groove to make really awesome one-handed, flicks. It makes one-handed fidgeting really easy, and you get really nice strong spins. You can honestly fidget with this, however you want, due to the size of it. Any finger, flick, push, pull, however you like. And, like I said, the spins are incredibly smooth with the one drop bearing in it. It's virtually silent and has little to no feedback. Even with that asymmetrical design, this spinner is incredibly well balanced. So going back to that different design on it, there are no cutouts, and it has an overall different shape. The engravings here kind of remind me of like a meteor. They've kind of got a shape of like a ball with a tail. And it's got a cool effect when spinning. It kind of looks like a three-armed boomerang, which is where it drew its name. The side profile on this one is thinner than some of the recent spinners we've looked at, but that doesn't really hurt the feel of this one. Overall, its size and shape make for a great EDC spinner. So let's move on to the buttons, and as you might have guessed, I love these large buttons. They're rounded all over. Again, the machining on this is done very well. They've got a nice large recessed area in the center, and that's surrounded by a nice raised edge. All that makes for a great grip. The buttons are stainless steel as well, and you can actually purchase them on their website separately. Just look for the Axiom buttons. And they are threaded. And underneath you can see, like we discussed before, it's going to house a one-drop 10-ball stainless steel bearing. Again, this is press fit, so it's not necessarily what I prefer. Always like a threaded lock, so you can take them out, maintain them, remove them. But on the other side with this one is the one-drop bearing I've had in the past. I haven't had to clean one yet, so not that bad. Another difference is this machined out area around the bearing itself. This actually allows the buttons to sink into the frame and recess a little bit. What that does for this is it makes it to where there's virtually no wobble on the spinner, but the buttons don't touch and slow down the spin at all. So again, just another little difference in their design that I really like. So before the video, I did a table spin on it and got 4 minutes, which, while not the longest, pretty respectable. With the one drop bearing in there, it's even silent on a table spin, which if you've ever done a table spin before, you know it sounds like a plane engine taking off on a wooden surface. So as always, I try and compare these to a similar spinner that I've got, just to give you kind of like a real world size comparison. The closest ones I have to it are going to be here on the left. I've got the VC EDC Mini Triton. Again, it's pretty similar in the size, and the overall shape of it's the same. But I mean, you can obviously see the differences. Here's the closest tri-spinner I have in size. This is the Busy Minds Cortex Mini. Again, it's very similar in size, but it's going to be your standard tri-spinner shape. But this will really help kind of give you an idea of what I mean by that symmetry difference. If you do a line down the center of the Cortex Mini, you're going to have a mirror image on both sides, where if you do the same on the Boomerang, it's going to be completely different. So again, just to kind of give you an idea compared to some other spinners. So I did pick this one up in the stainless steel. They have it in copper, brass, and titanium as well. They range in price anywhere from $65 to $95 depending on the metal. And they give you a choice between their standard hybrid ceramic bearing or the one drop. I'll have a link in the description below to purchase one. And you know, to be honest, this one's really impressed me out of the box, and my first impression, it's definitely going to get a full recommend. So let me know what you think. Do you have one? If you've got any questions, put them down in the comments below. If you like the video, be sure and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more spinner reviews and content, be sure and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good one.